Hi, I wanted to wrap up my flower pours so I can begin on some holiday things and some more blooms. So I figured I'd do one more flower because I found this acrylic ink that's been in my stash, Venetian Pink, and it's a heavier ink, so it will work for this flower pour that I've been doing in my first cup. So I mixed up 7 ounces of Jade Diction resin. I put about an ounce each in these cups for my mica powder, and then these cups I tried to divide up evenly. For my first one, I'm going to use this one, and I'm not really sure how much to use. So I shook it up maybe too much. Let's do 3. And then take a look at it. It may be muted, but I'm gonna see how heavy it is. Yeah, it's gonna be super muted. So we're gonna have to add a bit more. So I'm gonna do, let's say 4 more. And let's see what that looks like. Oh, that's better. My last one I did was purple, and it was a lot of dark colors, and this won't be quite as dark. As you can see from this, it's not very dark. Let me just see if it's, I'm thinking 2 more drops, and then I've reached my limit of how much I could put in here. Just to stay safe, to make sure it cures properly. I always worry about that. I don't want to create something and then have like a uncured spot. All right, so I think that's super pretty. For my next one, I'm going to use another acrylic ink. This is Liquitex, and it's a crimson. And I'm just going to do, I think, 3 drops of this. This one I don't want to be heavy. Hopefully that will come out light. And by light, I mean more transparent, not opaque. It's a little opaque. Yeah, I did 2 opaque colors, didn't I? Well, we'll see if this works. They're not super heavy opaques, so they may. We will give it a go. All right. We have our first mica powder, Let's Resin Chameleon Powder Magenta. I'm hoping this works with this. I'm just going to put a little, I don't want to put too much. Change the pour if I put too much. So a little on the end of the stick. I was looking for colors that would look cool with this. I probably should have picked a darker color for one of these colors. I went with really all light colors and no offset. It's got me sitting here mulling, you know, like, what can I do to give it a little bit more zing? Let me see. What do I got over here? Anything good? No. Well, we'll just go with what I was thinking. Next, I have Let's Resin Color Shift Red. It'll just all be very similar in colors. Oh, I haven't even opened this one yet before. Where's my handy dandy little spoons? I love these little spoons because they have the ends with the 3 little dots that I can use to open my jars. All right. So I'm just going to take a little bit on the end of my spoon. This looks very similar to that other, to the magenta, so we'll see. We'll see how it works out. Maybe just with a little bit more gold versus that one has a different kind of back color. But they are all very similar. What to do. I need to spice something up just a little bit. 1 second. I'm gonna go look for some spice. Not really spice, but I am gonna take in this one and put, it's gonna sound crazy, Octopus Fluids Resin Ink Shadow. I'm just going to do 3 drops. And I hope it just spices it up slightly. Just to give us a dark, to separate all these light colors. So it made it darker, and there's like a purplish background. Do y'all see that? So it's still pretty close, but it's changed it so it doesn't match the other colors so much. All right. For my white, I'm using CastinCraft Opaque Pigment Concentrate in their white. I'm going to do 10 drops. If you haven't broken open your bottle and the drops are coming out really slow, it's probably like more like 12 drops. Ever since I broke that, it's more of it comes out each time, which is good, but I've had to change the amounts that I use. You know, it's funny because all the bottles all come out differently when you're doing the drops, how you squeeze them. So what I do here, you're always going to have to tailor it to your bottles and what you're doing. Not to mention the resins, we all use different products, so much. All right, so I'm going to put my first color in my mold. Oh, that came out pretty opaque, didn't it? That does look pretty good. Let's see how my other colors work out. This one I want to leave a little bit because I want to use it in the end for a final push. Whenever I start out this pour, I always dump too much. All right, how much do I have left? I still have a pretty good bit. All right. I dribbled a little bit here. All right, so now we're going to our mica powders. See how much it matches with everything? Very matchy-matchy. With this pour, I'm going to focus this mica powder on the outside and then the other one on the inside. I want to see if that makes a difference. All right, now our really dark one. Oh, maybe this one should go all over the place. Otherwise, it won't be pulled in. All right, so I am going to use it on the outside too. Because I added that dark color, it made it really dark. If I just did it on the inside, it might have looked funny. All right, now let me just try to drizzle close to the edge. I'm almost out of room. I might have used too much. Almost out of room. What did I do? All right, well, we'll throw our white in and see how it looks. All right. It is very, very full. So That will change my push just a little. It won't be that big. I'm gonna do it from a little higher up. Had to sacrifice the push just a little bit. Now I'm just gonna wander over and look at my bits, see what I got working over here. All right, I don't generally go silver, but I might go silver today. I've got this dark color, and then I've got the lighter color. I think I'm gonna go with the dark color. So I really have no idea what the other side holds for us or how this is gonna work out, or if I'm gonna overfill the mold when I put my bits in. I'm just gonna use a very little bit. Hopefully that doesn't push my pour over the edge. I can see it's a little bit over here. Let's see, I'm gonna lift up my tray just a little bit on this side because that might help me keep it in the mold. All right, I look okay so far. We'll see how it goes. I am domed. That may be a problem, I don't know. I'm gonna give a little shot of heat now. I'm gonna wait about 10 minutes, give it another shot of heat, then I'm gonna use my fast cure machine, put the lid on, and let it do its magic, and we'll be back in about 2.5 hours after everything is done. And I don't know, hope that we got something cool out of these colors that I picked, and we will see. We'll be back. All right, we're back. It's still warm. I didn't let it cool down all the way yet. Look how pretty the back is. Let's hope the front is as pretty. All right. It's the moment of truth. Oh, wow. Oh, I really like the mica powder in this one. It's very subtle. The colors are not bright at all. I'm glad I did the dark too, because that played into this. That looks pretty cool. I really like the mica powder. It's the pinkish and then there's like goldish in the center. Very cool, I love it.